Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dan and I created motivational for people like you who wage war against mediocrity and fight for the life they want. Today's video summary is about The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Now, raise your hand if you want a mediocre life. Chances are none of you raised your hands. After all, who wants to resign themselves to a life of mediocrity? But I'm so sad to report there are so many people out there who don't reach their fullest potential. And whether it's because they don't have a life purpose or maybe they're surrounded by the wrong people, many people just settle because it's easy and because it's safe. But what if I told you that the secret ingredient to living life on your terms and to your fullest potential might be as simple as waking up 1 hour earlier? Now, I know you might be a little skeptical, but hear me out. Because what are some of the excuses that you make to avoid improving yourself? Two most common answers: I have no time or I'm too tired. Well, it's because most people place self-development at the end of their days when they're already worn down from their busy schedules. Waking up 1 hour earlier creates the time you need to work not only on your goals but also on yourself. And if you can honestly rate your life a 10 across all areas, health, money, relationships, spirituality, how can this be anything less than a miracle? Now, if I've kept your interest, let's dive right in. But first things first, to create mornings where things get done, you need to get up, which I personally know is quite a challenge. And that's why Hal Elrod offers the 5-step snooze-proof wake-up strategy. The first step is to set your intentions before bed, because your first thought in the morning is usually your last thought before sleeping. And when you go to bed thinking to yourself, these hours of sleep are exactly what I need to give me the energy to accomplish everything I want tomorrow morning, you wake up with a right mindset. The next step, number 2, is to move your alarm clock across the room. Because movement creates energy, and let's face it, you're going to need all the energy you need to get up and stay up. Step number 3 is to brush your teeth. Step number 4, drink a full glass of water. And finally, step number 5, get dressed in your workout clothes. Alright, so you are now up and primed to tackle the morning. What happens now? Well, Elrod breaks down the Miracle Morning into a handy little acronym he calls SAVERS, and it looks like this. S is for silence, specifically purposeful silence, and this may look a little different for everybody. Meditation, prayer, gratitude. This is your moment for some self-reflection. The next letter is A for affirmations. Now, I have to admit I was never sold on the idea of verbal affirmations. But then Elrod described a statistic where 80% of women have self-deprecating thoughts. They think to themselves, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not worthy. And I know I'm guilty of this as well. These self-defeating beliefs slip into our mindset, sometimes without us even realizing it. And this is when verbal affirmations come in handy. So when you tell yourself out loud, I have the discipline and I have the determination to be who I want to be, live how I want to live, do what I want to do, you are rewriting that mental script with productive and positive encouragement. The next letter in SAVERS is the V for visualization. For this step, you take a moment to imagine yourself in the future, living the exact life you want to live. I actually adapted this and created a vision board on Pinterest, which I find just as helpful. And it's important to not neglect this step because, let's be honest, nobody wakes up early for the sake of waking up early. Visualization is a powerful reminder of your purpose and what you're working towards. Next up is E for exercise. Obviously, by now, you and I already know the multitude of benefits that exercise offers. So do what works for you, whether it's yoga, jogging, body weights, going to the gym. Just get some exercise into your morning. Now we have R for reading. Elrod says that reading is the most immediate method for acquiring knowledge, ideas, and strategies that you need to achieve level 10 in any area of your life. And when you think about it, this is true. Because when you're reading something, you are reading the culmination of knowledge that somebody poured tons of time and effort into researching and writing, all packaged into a nice little book for you. So read every morning, keep learning, and build your knowledge. And the last letter in SAVERS is S for scribing, which is just fancy talk for journaling. How many of you ever buy journals, write for a couple days, and then stop? I'm guilty of this, and I actually have 3 fairly empty journals. So use your Miracle Morning to start writing down your emotions, any open tasks, your goals, anything. Because getting it out of your head and onto paper frees your mind and clears it so that you can do the work that you want to do. Now, you might be looking at this and wonder how you're going to fit all of this into 1 hour. Well, the good news is that you will only spend 10 minutes on each activity. That's right, 10 minutes. Because remember, progress adds up over time. As Jim Rohn says, your level of success will rarely exceed your level of personal development, because success is something you attract by the person you become. In other words, it's only by developing yourself that you can achieve success. We need to become the type of person who attracts happiness, success, and wealth. Alright, so that is The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. As always, thanks so much for watching. To receive videos every Sunday on personal development, remember to like and subscribe this video. And if you want to join the war against mediocrity, click the link below to sign up for your free PDF, 7 Simple Habits to Conquer the Week. I'll see you in the next one.